let's go sit out by the pond. You know, nature and the universe have a great deal to teach us, if only we could be still enough to hear what they have to say.
And the pond, it turned out, had been keeping an account of everything since long before the puppy. What it told him was the truth about how the world is made. This is what he heard. Before the puppy, there was the pond. It held everything the light gave it, and reached for none of it. There were reeds and a stone, and an old oak leaning down to look at itself in the water. The light came up slowly and touched all of it. A puppy came down through the grass, because a puppy goes everywhere. He was new to the grass and the mud and the smell of the water, and he did not know yet that he was new. On the stone sat a frog. The frog did not startle. "You are new," said Frog. "Yes," said Baloo. "So is the morning." Baloo looked down into the water and saw a puppy looking up. He did not know it was himself. Above him a red bird crossed the sky, and in the water a red bird crossed the puppy. "What is in the water?" Baloo asked. "Everything that is above it," said Frog. The oak leaned over the water, and the water held the whole oak upside down. And under the water, where the light went green, the pond plants grew up toward the surface in the shape of a tree reaching down. "It grows the same," said Frog, "where no one is looking. The world made it a promise before anyone was watching, and the world keeps it." Then it rained, and the pond and the rain became the same water. Frog went into the blur of it and could not be told from the pond. Baloo did not run for the house. He sat in the rain and waited, and the rain sat on him, and that was all right. On the bank of a still pond was a single small wildflower, its face open to the sun, and Baloo saw that in its very smallness was its beauty. It was not reaching for the sun. It was answering it.
So you want to know what the stone is? Pick it up. It is solid, it is cool, it is there, and almost all of it is empty. An atom is a nucleus with electrons around it. Grow that nucleus to the size of a marble, and the nearest electron is a city block away, with nothing between. So why doesn't your hand pass straight through? A strict rule. No two electrons may ever crowd into the same state. The rule forbids it, and that refusal is what gives a stone its size and its hardness. Solidity is not fullness. It is a rule, kept so faithfully that we mistake it for substance. And when the tadpole was a tadpole, and now is the pond again, that is a law too. Conservation. Nothing is destroyed. It is only taken apart and loaned onward. Physics can tell you how the world persists and why nothing is lost. It cannot tell you why there is a now, this one lit moment you are standing in. That there is a present and you are inside it is either the most ordinary thing there is or the deepest mystery we have.
Before the puppy woke, the pond lay under mist. The far bank was not there yet. It had simply not been asked to be one thing. Frog spun a coin on the stone. It stood there in a blur, humming. "Which is it?" said Baloo. "The bird side or the leaf side?" "While it spins, it is not either. It is both all the way through until something stops it." "It wasn't one until I touched it," he said. "And did your paw find which it was?" said Frog, "or make which it was?"
So, you want to know what the coin is. Spin a coin on a table. While it spins, ask which face is up, and the honest answer is not, "I cannot see yet." The honest answer is that there is no face yet. A very small thing, an electron, a photon, is not secretly in one state with the answer hidden from you. It is genuinely in both at once. A real blend, described by a mathematical object, the wave function. This is superposition. A dragonfly's wing is a blur only because it is fast. At every instant, it is in one place. But freeze the little coin mid-spin, and it is still both. There is no waiting face. it has not made one yet. So how does it ever become one? The world reaches in. When Baloo's paw comes down, that is measurement, not finding the answer, but where the answer happens. And it need not be a paw, a raindrop, a stray leaf, any part of the world touching it will do. The proof is interference. Send single particles through two slits, and they build a striped pattern, as if each one went through both and met itself on the far side. Only a thing that was truly in two places can do that.
Look at the pond from very high up. Everything is flat. The whole world is a drawing on the top of the water. On the skin of the water lived a small, flat bug who never once looked up. "When my nose comes down," said Baloo, "he doesn't see a nose. He just sees a shadow come from nowhere." Baloo pushed one paw down through the water. First a dot, then a little ring, then a big ring. But my paw was never in pieces. It was whole the whole time. The bug only meets it a slice at a time. "You call it time," said Frog, "but it is your paw again, and this time you are the flat bug." "It was time," said Baloo, "all along." In the still water, Baloo saw the oak green and gold and bare all at once. The whole tree, every season it will ever wear, is already there, entire. No morning is ever truly lost.
So you want to know about the room we cannot point to. Imagine a creature who lives on the surface of the pond and has never once looked up. For it, up is not far away. It is unimaginable, a word with nothing behind it. Now, push your finger down through the water. To that flat creature, a dot appears from nowhere, swells into a ring, and vanishes. It has just met your whole hand, one slice at a time. That is Flatland, and the lesson is exact. A three-dimensional thing passing through a two-dimensional world is seen only in cross-section, the sliver where it meets the plane. Here is the turn that should stop you. We are the flat creatures. There is very likely a fourth direction we cannot point to, not for lack of cleverness, but because we were built inside three dimensions. We cannot picture it, but we can build its shadow, a tesseract, the four-dimensional cube, casting a three-dimensional shadow. And time, the fable quietly claims, is another such direction. Past, present, and future all exist together, the block universe, and now is only the slice we happen to be passing through. Nothing is coming, nothing is going. No morning is ever truly lost.
By the end of summer, a sunflower had grown tall beside the pond. Its face was full of seeds, more than a puppy could count, and it turned all day to follow the light. Baloo pressed his nose to the sunflower's face. "Frog, the seeds go in curves. Curves this way and curves that way, both at once, and I don't think it's an accident." "Watch," said Baloo, and he placed the seeds one at a time, each a small turn from the last, the turn always the same size, and a spiral began to open on the stone all on its own. "You did not draw the spiral." "No, I only made one turn, again and again. The spiral drew itself. That is the number that draws." Baloo gave Frog a pine cone. "Two families of curves again. Count them one way, then the other, and you get two numbers. And the second is made of the first. Each new number is the two before it added together." On the still pond, the cardinal's flight traced a widening spiral, the same curl as the shell and the seed and the far turning of the star.
So, you want to know the number the flower knew before you did. A growing plant lays down its seeds one at a time, each turned a fixed angle from the last. Ask which angle packs the most seeds with no gaps, and everything hinges on one number. Turn by a simple fraction of a circle, a half, a third, 2/5, and the seeds quickly line up in a few straight spokes, leaving whole wedges of the flower empty. To never repeat, the turn must be an angle no simple fraction can ever quite match. That angle comes from phi, about 1.618, the golden ratio. And phi has a real claim to being the most irrational number there is, the hardest of all numbers to approximate with a simple fraction. Turn by the slice phi carves out, and you get the golden angle, 137.5 degrees. The one turn that never brings a new seed into line with an old one. So nothing is wasted. As Baloo said, it isn't magic, it's only not wasting room. Now, count the spirals, one way, then the other. You will nearly always get two neighbors from the Fibonacci sequence. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, each number the sum of the two before it. This is not a second coincidence. The fractions built from Fibonacci numbers are the closest simple approximations to phi. So those are the directions the seeds come nearest to lining up, and your eye catches them as spirals. The same number seen twice. And it is real. In 1992, Doherty and Coda grew the very same pattern from magnetized droplets. No life, no genes, showing the golden angle is simply what efficient growth does. Here then is the wonder left standing. A number, a bloodless abstract thing that lives in no place and weighs nothing, is written into a flower you can hold in your hand. The seed does not know what phi is, it simply grows, and phi is already waiting for it.
On the bench in the lamplight lay the whole summer, the coin that had been both, a little shape of bent wire that folded a room inside a room, a shell wound tight as a question, a dried sunflower with its 1,000 seeds, and one smooth gray stone from the edge of the pond. And the floor of him tilted. They were not four things. They were the same thing, the world, keeping one promise in 4 different rooms of itself.
People think the mystery is the strange things, the coin, the extra room, the number that draws. No, the mystery is that there is a rule at all, that the stone falls the same way twice, that the world troubles itself to keep any promise. Anybody can chase an answer. The ones who matter fall in love with the question. Go and love it then. It's a good thing to spend a life on.
Above him, the cardinal lifted and crossed the growing light, not away, only on. The seed and the galaxy turn by the one number. The coin and the whole sky keep the one promise. And a small red thing crosses the morning, noticing, because that is what the pattern made us for. We are how it opened its eyes.
Same time tomorrow.